Okay, now that I'm back and done talking to Big Head Mary, I just wanted to say thank you to all the kindness and everybody wishing us a good trip. We had a really good time. You know, it's hard. It's different when your kids are all grown and you almost start over. It's a strange kind of feeling to be with someone 40 years and then traveling without children or grandchildren, kind of a new experience for us. So this time, though, I wasn't completely worried about, you know, any of them. They were all good and checked in. It just felt good to kind of learn how to be us again, if that makes sense to anybody, but it does to me. Um, I was showing you my cotton plants. I have a few that that came from some cotton I grew a couple of years ago. I took the seed and come up with a couple of more plants. I'm planting these with my grandchildren, and I'm doing it so I want them to understand what their great grandmother, who she was, and what she came from, and how far she got. And because of her, because of her, they're here. And I don't want them to ever take anything for granted. Like, I want them to know that anything they have, they need to work and work hard for it or work smart for it. Either way is fine with me. And appreciate where they go in life and not take it for granted. No matter what they're left in this world, they're not, that silver spoon shouldn't be too comfortable. They need to know that, where she came from and why I am the way I am, which I guess I'm a little crazier than the rest of them, but that's okay. I still managed to find somebody who loves me and my crazy. Like I said, we had a good time. We went to the beach. We saved the apple juice. He was a wonderful accomplice. We had a good time. And on the way back, I was sitting over in the passenger seat, just kind of, just kind of in my own little world. And and then all of a sudden I hear him talking, and I hear the map thing come on. Kept talking to him because we were coming back into Atlanta, and traffic was really, it's Atlanta, so traffic is backed up, and it was trying to reroute us a different way to avoid that traffic. And I'm just over there in my own world, and all of a sudden I hear, you know, turn left, and I hear him say, "No, I'm not going to do that." And I'm listening to him, and it went on for probably 5 minutes. He kept arguing with the directional thing. And then finally, it gave up on getting him off at that exit, and it said something, and he went, "Well, I'll go that way." And I couldn't help myself. I just started laughing. I'm like, "Are you actually arguing with them? Is that what you're doing? They're not really talking to you." I know now that some of my crazy has rubbed off on him. And, I feel bad about it. But it was awful funny. He was sitting over there just arguing with the navigational system. I thought I was going to die laughing. And he gave me that look like, if you don't quit, I'm going to put you out. And I was like, well, anyway, I thought it was awful funny to myself. Got a little crazy too. But we had fun, and even traveling with Lookalike Mary, she didn't take up too much of our time because, it don't take but a minute just to run over something with the tire. But we had a good time. And coming back home, I realized that was that was an awakening for me. I realized that my crazy may have rubbed off on him because I used to be. Let me just tell y'all real quick. I worked with a lady who was dumb as a box of rocks, but yet she thought that she could do, many, many things. And when it, became real that she really couldn't, we realized that because her husband he held a higher job, And she thought that, I guess she thought because of the interchange they had, connecting with each other, would transfer that knowledge onto her. Well, I'm gonna tell you, I used to laugh at that, and I would think, Lord, hon, if that was the way intelligence was transferred, we should all be pretty smart. But now I'm beginning to see that maybe, just maybe, a little crazy after a long time together might rub off on the other one, just a little. Now, I have not developed the smarts that he has, nor can I walk in his job and take over just because he's my husband. That kind of intelligence is not transferred. But I just wanted to share with you that little bit just to say hi and how much fun we had. And I loved reading the comments, even the one who just couldn't believe that I spent all that time and money to do what I was doing. It definitely was not for that particular purpose. There's no way I would spend a dime on Mary like that. That's crazy to even say. I just happened to bring her along on a vacation that we were having. And I'm sorry if that offended somebody, but that's just the way it was. And it was really fun. And I could not leave her at the destination like I had planned. I just couldn't do that to anybody, dead or alive. So I did bring her back for, you know, it was kind of fun actually dragging her around. So I thought, well, just in case, I'm gonna keep it. So in case I have another adventure with Adrastia in mind. But for right now, she's still got her head stuck in that bag. She's in the corner of the room in there. And that's where she'll be for a little while until, something new comes along. But I just wanted to tell y'all thank you. And once again, just thank you for your kindness to me. It truly is a blessing. And I have to say, sometimes sometimes a negative comment can turn, it helps you think a little bit if they're sincere. And then you stop and think, okay, let me analyze this and see what my motives were. And, it was right. I went down low, in my opinion. That was low for me, dragging her around like that. But, and honestly, it did no good. She didn't even figure out that that's what I was doing, which is sad. So that was a waste but it was fun. So it wasn't a waste. But no, it just didn't help her at all. And to be truthful, there's no way that I can consciously go as low as she has. I just can't. That's just not in me. As low as I went is as low as I can go with her. But she didn't get the point. Sadly, she didn't. You can't just keep on, doing what she does and not expect someone to go low with her. Her days of living on top of the world with her government cheese and such is just about done. But anyway, that's another story for another day. I will talk to you all later. Y'all have a good day. And thank you. I truly mean it. Thank you for helping me get through the last couple of years on YouTube. You are truly appreciated. And I truly do adore you. So I will talk to y'all later.